Okay, so hi there, everybody. Time to comment on your comments for a little bit. Let's see how this goes. So we've got Patricia here, and she says, it was not until the middle of the lesson that she realized she had worn her pullover back to front. She decided she would make some remark to that effect, lest they notice her fidgeting around the collar of her blouse or the shoulders, tweaking both ends and biting her lips in embarrassment in between two explanations of some grammatical point or vocabulary or a treatise on the Loch Ness Monster. Let's see, this worn. She had worn, she was wearing, she had put on. She had put her pullover on back to front. I think I'd rather have put on than worn. But, well, she's had it on a time, so maybe. Not that it would have mattered a smidgen. They were a cool group and they were and very hard working. But the following lesson, one of them said to her with a twinkle of a smile in his eyes, "And today, have you put it on back to front too?" I hope not, she thought. I hope not. That's very good. That's the pullover story. Thank you very much, Pete. I love it. And cavalier, very definitely, VG, is the right answer. Ha! I remember that 11 months ago you did a video on the word cavalier. Yes, I did, so I can give it as the answer to this tomorrow. If someone or their behaviour is described as cavalier, they are being criticised because they do not consider other people's feelings or take the seriousness of a situation into consideration. Very good, VG. Many cheers. Thank you, VG. Okay, sir. Good. And Deep Tea. Hi, Deep Tea. Thank you, sir. It's my privilege that I've been learning from you. Thank you for rectifying me. Thank you for commenting. And Funda, you're acting like a spoiled brat. Sorry. Good English, Funda. It's a very good phrase. And Funda again. Indian cricket team won the 5th in a row. Alex writes a script for the Indian cricket team won 5 in a row. Alex writes a script for a video making sure that his battery cameras are charged. He does a lot of things to make sure that when he goes to make his video session, he has all his ducks in a row. Great phrase. So that it goes really well. I love that you're making comments now, Funda. That's good. Well done. Fran. Hi, Fran. Fran, great to see you. So, lions are far and few between in Europe. So it's spelt with a lie, with an I. The reason I'm laughing is because Lions used to be a chain of cafeterias in the UK, which went bankrupt in about 1965 or something like that. Yeah, and that's why I was laughing. Yeah, Lions. So both types are far and few between nowadays. And first comment on this cluster. Yeah, well done. And the girl standing on the cusps of the field grasps when she hears lisps and rasps, and a swarm of wasps grasps wisps of crisps. I don't think it is the correct use of cusp, rasp, wisp, etc., but it's a kind of a tongue twister. And practice. Yes, I think this is a great practice for people to try. Thank you very much for this, Vibes. Okay, and this is the 85th video in my Alex AM PM comments playlist. Wow. So I've been going for what? 43 days. Today's going to, yeah, something like 43 days. Wow. Thank you, sir. My pleasure, AA. And the problem also exists when finishing with T. Fists, mists, twists, and so on. Not at all easy to say it right. That's very true, Hubby. And that's actually where this video came from. I was asked somebody saw the STS video, a teacher, and she asked me to make a SPS video. For me, these are reasonably easy. For Spanish people, these sounds are horribly difficult. Yeah? The words that end in S. Okay, pretend and pretentious. These two are very different, Glass. To pretend is maybe you shut your eyes and you pretend you're somewhere else. Or kids pretend that they're pirates or cowboys or kings and queens. Yeah? When you're pretending, so he pretended to be a prince. Normally when you're pretending, you're playing. Whereas somebody is pretentious, they believe that they are very important, and they do things that are very important. They're very snobbish. Yeah, they pretend to be a lot more than they are. The food in this restaurant is very pretentious. It's got huge long names for egg and chips. That would be pretentious. Yeah? It's like pretending something is much, much more important than it is. Yeah? Or making it out to be, showing people that something's really super class and fancy, but it's just as ordinary as everything else. Yeah? So people very often people can be pretentious, that they make themselves look more important than they are. And Glass, are soak up and suck up interchangeable? So soak up and suck is just yeah, with your straw, but to soak up or to suck up, yes, I would say these two are interchangeable with that. So I used some bread to suck up the sauce. I used the bread to soak up the sauce. To suck up. Okay, no, they're not interchangeable. The vacuum cleaner sucks up dust, but it doesn't soak up dust. Soak up is absorb. You can also use suck up to mean, yeah, to aspirate. So in that case, no. But if you're using something that it absorbs things, yes, very definitely. If you're talking about absorption, yes. A sponge soaks up water, it sucks up water. And my pleasure, Funda. Thank you very much. Wait a second. I'm not sure you watch these videos, so well done. So won the 5th match in a row. Good. So, just to animate you to keep commenting. And yes, well, here we are. Okay, Alan, what's the difference between protest, conflict, dispute, objection, differ, discord, and demur? So if you protest, you say, I don't like this. I'm not happy about this. Or maybe you write a placard and you go outside the place of work and you say, we want more pay. Okay, so to protest is to verbalise something that you're not happy about. Conflict is an argument between two people. A conflict could be a fight. So, for example, the conflict in the Ukraine, conflict is fighting. But there's always conflict between the two brothers. They're always arguing. They're very conflictive. But this could be verbally. Conflict doesn't have to be physical. A dispute. Okay, one person says yes and one person says no. Oh yes it is. Oh no it isn't. This is a dispute where conflict is more general. Yeah? If there is a dispute, there was a dispute about the bill. Yeah, I think conflict is probably larger and occupies more time. An objection is saying that is a very mild type of protest. Yeah, so does anybody have any objections? Yeah, does anybody dislike it? Whereas to protest is to say out loud quite strongly that you don't want it. So to object to, it means you don't like it. Yeah, you're not happy with it, but maybe you'll accept it. To differ. To differ means to have different opinions. So, or to be different. The two brothers differ in one has brown eyes and one has blue eyes. Yeah? We differ in opinions. Our opinions are different. They differ. Discord. Discord is more sort of like conflict. Discord is the opposite of harmony. There is always discord in the meetings because people don't agree. Yeah, there's conflict. I think conflict and discord are general, although conflict is a bit more formal. And then to demur, to disagree with something. Yeah, maybe you just keep it to yourself. You think, I don't agree with what he says. I demur. When you demur and just say something, that's an objection. When you demur and start shouting about it, that's when you protest. Yeah, and when the other person protests back, that's a dispute or discord, yeah, or even the beginning of conflict. So I hope that's helped, Alan. And so happy, what is it today? Tuesday, Katia, great to see you. So thank you, Katia, lovely to see you. And I mean, periodic occlusions of the intestine tissue by mechanical motions provides the driving force for the transport of digested food. It's too technical, sorry, but this is the context I ran into it. It's perfectly reasonable. Yeah. Let's see, periodic occlusions of I would say the intestinal tissue by mechanical motions, occlusions. Yeah, that works very well. Thank you. I don't mind, I mean. All contexts are valid in language. And Nigel, he was such a contrarian that he dissented just to have his own way. Yeah, there are people who like to be contrary just to cause problems, but they're not normally very nice people. Manji, thank you, sir. I'm glad that all three of my comments received your approval. Much obliged, dear sir. Manji, your English is very, very, very good. Yeah? I want you to believe that. You're one of the best writers here. Yeah? So, believe it. Okay, what does flap mean? So, well, you could flap your hands up and down, or a bird flaps its wings. Or if you have an envelope has a flap that you fold down. Yeah, so, or a letterbox has a flap that seals it and you can move it up and down. Yeah, he was flapping his handkerchief. Okay, so to flap, to move backwards and forwards. Yeah, or a flap, something that folds to shut something. So I hope that's helped, Abid. And Nigel Bishop. The worst thing for a sick person is to look healthy but always feel as if he's been knocked upside down, back to front and inside out. Very good indeed, Nigel. I love it. And Abid, limp. Okay, if something is limp, it hangs down. It doesn't have any pressure. So a balloon, yeah, it doesn't have any air in it and it's limp. And you blow it up and it has pressure and it's no longer limp. But if you make a hole in it, it goes... Yeah, so if something's limp, it's hanging down. Yeah, also though, to limp is to walk with a problem in your foot or your leg. So to walk, to stagger because you've got a bad leg as well. Two completely different meanings. So there you go, Abid. Amit, great. So yes, Amit, great to see you, Amit. Thank you. And P, yay. Hi Alex, I heard a penny for your thought only once in my life when I was 16. Usually when people say a penny for your thoughts, I usually want to punch them. Sorry. Um, uh, because if I'm not telling them, it's because I don't want to tell them. When I was 16, and I hope I will never hear it again, the person didn't get an answer and he didn't insist on getting one, so I can assume he didn't care. I didn't say anything because I just didn't know what to say, not because I didn't want to say anything. I think the answer is I'll give you 2 pennies not to tell you. You see, Alex, he demurred at my thoughts even when I wasn't thinking. I hate that expression because it translates into I'm saying something to be polite and or there's nothing I can do for you. By the way, you must think that M passed away recently. He passed away in 1999. 20 years might seem like 2 weeks. It depends on the context. Please say a prayer for me. I most certainly shall. I shall think of you. If that had to be translated tangibly, it would be 2 words. Golden guns. Nothing else matters. That's human society. Take care of yourself too. Yeah, I'm certain you miss Em a lot. Unfortunately, that's the way life is. And Mohammed, being surrounded by stoners who are exceedingly smoking, who've smoked too much, is something that usually gets my hackles up. Stoners are people who are smoking marijuana. Yeah, they're just stupid. Okay, so let's refresh this, and we're probably going to have a pile of new ones because the new video just came out. So let's see. In the meantime, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and let's see what we've got. Oh, we got tons of them. Yes, definitely. Okay, limp meaning. Here we go. And 40, hi 40. Great to see you as well, VG. I hope you're both fine. My pleasure, VG. And, I wish I could say your name. Hello, where are you from? I'm from England. Yeah, I'm from the UK. I am pure, born and bred Southern British from the South. Thank you, VG. Thank you. And yo, VG, great to see you. A ridge. Yeah. Ooh, okay, this essay. Yes. Okay, he's Robert's starting to write essays, and I'm sure he's going to get a lot better. And they will be taking a tour of the mountain ridge at 3 o'clock. Will you be going with them? No, I'm probably going to just lie here and snooze. So, half of the field on the farm was covered in ridges from the passage of the ploughs. Yes, normally these we call furrows. F-U-R-R-O-W. Furrow. F-U-R-R-O-W. Yeah, the plough makes a furrow. Yeah, okay, and there are ridges. So you've got ridges at the top, and the furrows go between them. Yeah, that's very good. Thank you. Navanitha. Hi, Navanitha. Great to see you. VG, we drove by a house near here and saw a roofer sitting on the ridge. Apparently he was looking at the amazing, charming panorama of the city. Yeah, if you sit on a roof you get brilliant views. And the area's got a ridge, so fine weather is expected here. Okay, yes, there's a ridge of high pressure. That's one of the reasons that make it the best neighbourhood in the city. Okay, you're talking about a physical one. Yeah. It's got a ridge, so you tend to get fine weather. And let me refresh this again. You see, the thing is, I've got other things I need to do in a bit. So it's probably a bit early for me to make this, but well, I'll have to make up for it tomorrow morning. And good. Okay, Sheed. I picture A. Gemstones. No, lose the A. I picture well-crafted precious gemstones with perfect, no S, ridges reflecting colourful lights. Yes, very definitely. The facets are the faces of a gem cut like that. And even though it was hot and no bad weather was expected for the week, Vitor's mother called out a roofer to mend the broken ridge tiles just in case. Very good indeed. Let's give it one more go, because I think it's very possible there is still more, even what though I've only just been going for a few seconds. And let's see what we've got. So I hope you all have a great evening, and remember, as of Friday, there's certainly not going to be a comments video, but I might make one on Monday. We'll see. Okay, so take care everybody. Have a good evening.